The Newport Beach Sutra of all-pervading impermanence. Alan Greenspan attained Maha-derivative Samadhi in an office complex across from Bloomingdale's. For fourth millennial readers, Alan Greenspan was a financial Christ and Bloomingdale's was a temple. We practice a kind of syncretic sex god money worship in chairs that are worth more than the life savings of third world workers. We kneel before women of such wealth that we are not worthy to kiss their pump straps. This is no leftist manifesto, make no mistake about it. We are commanded by Scripture to love such radiant sinners who are as luminous as the great northern lights. Their devious genius is a counterweight to our earnestness. The Tao, once set in motion, would not succumb to goodness. Contemplate the lives of Nero and Caligula, and the purpose they served, which cannot be voiced even after 20 centuries. It will all result in a merging of Jerusalem and Santa Fe. How many poets are toiling today to make some kind of sense of the original light, time, space, matter, string packet theory which produced my personal need for a Lamborghini Concept S. It cost $27,000 just to paint the thing. The ocean's light refracts from this angle and produces a certain glimmer off the kept women's dresses today. I see that as a sign from God. My $8 grilled cheese sandwich goes down well as a light breeze soothes my nerves. I am working with a software that is used on computers capable of making over a quadrillion computations per second. You have no idea how quickly you'll be obsolete. For political reasons, we're still pretending the vast populace is necessary. My Budeo-Christian love embraces varieties of evil that have not yet been introduced to the purchasing public. Good Lord, how the sailboats are gracefully tilting with the wind off this coast where poverty remains invisible. I'm not trying to brag, but I must confess I'm at perfect peace on my island in an endless army of beings praying for my death. In any case, any lack of self-confidence or any hint of doubt would be met here with the harshest kind of social censure. It's no use hiding the fact that I'm still distracted by these divas who are preciously clad and circle around this array of courtyards and whose hair arrangements and nail sculptures exceed the cost of high art. They range from 18 to 60 years of age. I long to stare into their faces which, even when wrinkled, have a certain precision and order. I feel a longing to embrace them and share with them my quivering emptiness. They need not love me in return. Probably their affections would frighten me. All of this is really just a postcard love letter to let you know that starving poets and the inhabitants of the high, shining black glass towers of the supreme masters of darkness are always welcome in my home. May peace prevail on this gentle earth. A world-class parasite gets down to business. Dana Point Dan called and listened to the long list of trendy bistros and hip cafes I'd been lounging in as I passed my days in an Advaita Madhyamika style contemplation of the emptiness of emptiness. Hey man, what are you doing in La Brea Bakery living high on the hog while I'm eating lunch at Del Taco and Taco Bell? I thought you were way poorer than the rest of us, he said sternly. I paused and replied, if one is going to be a world-class parasite, one can't be fucking around with sleazy diners and jack-in-the-box shit. I believe one should always be committed to professionalism. Oh yeah, I added, and before I forget, could you head on over with a bottle of good gray Riesling? The wine bar across the way is sold out. I'll be waiting at Newport Circle Drive with my corkscrew. The fountain of an elaborate flag-stoned koi pond pattered away in the background. A Lexus pulled into the parking lot. The daughters of real estate barons flirted with fashion. No one felt guilty. The light in the cage of the heart of Newport. There is an oil well in the sea beyond the eye of a seagull with its webbed feet on the railing of a pier stretching into the bikini-clad skin I would have touched had the diamond heart opened. The heart could have unfurled like white wings, could have uncurled like a foamy breaker, but instead the cold of the deep blue eyes prevailed, the cold of a deep blue ocean full of drowning men. And what of those who were sent away, still clutching to stolen locks of blonde hair, stolen kisses and love given only under duress? Could anyone who takes the coast bus here be allowed to stay here? Oh, Seagull, Jonathan Livingston Seagull, why do I let them torment me? Somehow I feel it would save my soul to live in a home with portal windows and a whale watch tower. Nighttime comes and I'm taking pictures of lights. Put a light in the window for us. Call us to our home. Turn on your porch lights, your designer porch lights with interlacing brass and bronze and iron. Let these ornate lanterns warmly glow as though calling us to the eternal secret ritual. A child blooms here only when the moment comes when he realizes he is being told everything that is being hidden from everyone beneath him. Information is power. We only know power is love because no one admits to loving anyone powerless. And I break the commandment in order to covet. To be anything less than bitterly jealous would be to break the social contract I signed on to. I ask only for a sailboat on Balboa Island, moored alongside a gingerbread house, baked just for me. The lifestyle terrorists. They wandered right onto Newport Boulevard and were greeted with stares of vexed wonder. They openly encouraged young adults to allow unexplained gaps in their employment history. Whole cities of people stopped paying rent and abandoned their mortgages. The sporting goods store sold out of tents as people began camping on sidewalks, cordoning off streets, and bursting into sing-alongs. They categorically refused to propose legislation or demonstrations. All of that just sounded like more workaholic busybody striving. One would be hard-pressed to label them political because that would involve the creation and maintaining of such entities as political parties, unions, civil rights defense groups, and all of this was deemed unappealing. All of that would be legitimate social activity, and legitimacy had been the problem all along. All their lives they strove to be deserving, good, and now they were utterly undeserving, free. Whole divisions of the army defected and circled the settlements, protecting them from other troops dispatched to restore order and prevent anarchy. The whole theory was doomed from the beginning, but people wanted to surf the wave while it was cresting. They wanted to say they had taken part in the experiment. Reality, that evil thing, would ruin everything soon enough. Till then, they would mindlessly play in the futureless sun. 4 days in Newport reduced to 9 epigrams. 1. There has been a universal 2-minute limit on all expression. In the end, the highest art will consist of deep sound bites. 2. Your life was over 100 years before you were born. I'm not just saying this to be negative. 3. Every 5 years, everyone dedicates one afternoon to Seal Beach. The rest of the time, it waits like a forgotten lover. 4. There is a certain serene majesty in willful misconduct. It's a bit like art imitating life imitating art. 5. Suddenly Chevy Thunderbird stretch limousines dot the landscape. When you see the madness clearly, jealousy just rolls off your back. 6. A slender, young, blonde lady from Newport on a beach cruiser receives 2 lifetimes of adoration in a single short afternoon. 7. The Antichrist has taken a beach house for the winter. He designs the future living rooms of the young and ruthless. 8. A mass of iron-limbed starfish are invading the business parks. We are, all of us, finally coming in from the sea. 9. This poem will be read 1,000,000 years from now. It will take an army of antiquarians to decipher it.